How's this then for an exceptional place for a new model launch? This is Harley-Davidson are launching their entire 2007 model range here at Hoedspruit Air Force Base. Absolutely massive, massive place, and we shall be riding around between the various top secret locations. But to help me on my new venture with Harley-Davidson, I'm speaking to a bloke I recognise actually, Harley-Davidson South Africa's factory rider. Bill Hunter it is, isn't it?
It is. I think it's more a shoe factory than an actual factory, but let's not take the mickey out of each other. This is just something unbelievable. It's the first time there's been an international Harley-Davidson launch in South Africa. And the things we've just seen, we are the fastest growing market in the world. It's just rocketed, the actual graph, the sales, and they've got this fantastic range with the new bike engine, new technology, but keeping that original Harley-Davidson style and looks. We're going to get out there and ride the bike.
And ride them we do, and as always, riding a Harley-Davidson is an absolute pleasure. It's not just about the mechanics, it's so much about the attitude. And being at Hoedspruit Air Force Base, time to take a look around some of the Impala jet trainers.
Modern technology, eh? At least I found the ashtray.
How's this for an interesting link? Those Impala jets used to be made by Air Macchi in Italy, which used to be owned back in the dim and distant days by Harley-Davidson. And keeping with the two Harleys that we're riding at the moment, Bill and myself, it doesn't matter which one you get on, but look at these. Ape hanger bars really do put you in the mood. And if you're in the right mood, then the Harleys can deliver super smooth motors, now up to 1584 cc's, fuel injection, feel really modern, but still look classic. And after a hard day's ride, nothing for it but a hard night's partying.
Well, we've all woke up from a hard night's entertainment, shall we say, at the Kapama River Lodge. Absolutely stunning facility. One of the biggest game reserves in the country, Elephants Wildlife. If you want to come and have a fabulous weekend away, check this place out. But the Harley-Davidsons are all lined up. We're all ready to go again. We've got some exciting things lined up before we fly back to Johannesburg. And yes, I will be getting to ride the drag bike again.
Oh my God.
Well, I've had a little ponder over my two favourite Harley-Davidsons. First one, that evil-looking Night Rod Special. More on that later. But this one, the original Harley-Davidson Electroglide Classic. Let's have a closer look and see why I've actually fell in love with this beauty. The Harley-Davidson Electroglide Classic, it must be an iconic Harley-Davidson. Think of Harley-Davidson, everyone thinks of the Electroglide. It's got that new engine in with the new bits, smoother, better, but this is the beauty. This hi-fi here with CD is the best hi-fi on any motorcycle ever. May sound silly, but it's unbelievably addictive. 4 big speakers, absolute clarity. It is fantastic, and cruise control and all that sort of stuff. But just listen to this. No stereo is better than this one. Go and check one of these out. If you want to tour the world, get on a classic.
Let's have a quick chat then with some of Harley-Davidson Europe's personnel. I'm with John Lewis, who's come out from the UK, as head of marketing in the UK, and I understand you've actually had a bit of a personal hand in designing the night vision rod thing. What is it?
It's called the Night Rod Special. It was a project that we worked on with our colleagues in the US, the styling guys and engineering guys, to deliver a form of VRSC model that really would hit the mark in the European and South African market.
It is a fantastic looking machine, proper attitude, along with the motor. Tell me, is that designed specifically for the European market, or is it going to be worldwide?
No, it'll be a worldwide model. It's gone down extremely well in the domestic US market as well, I'm pleased to say.
Okay, so we're going to see you out here again, John, or what?
Certainly hope so. Sooner the better.
So, we're still at the Air Force Base, and Bill, you've got all leathered up. What exactly are you doing? Are you going racing again, or what?
Oh, sweating like a pig, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, just going to have a go on the drag bike again, bit of a demonstration run, because I just think I am the fastest V-twin in the country. I cannot be beaten. You haven't got anything to beat me.
I've heard it all before. So you really want to race, do you?
Yeah, what you got? Bring it on.
I will bring it on. Don't you worry, matey.
Well,
I've got something to... Not a problem. Put your helmet on.
Is it a V-twin?
It's a V96.
Oh,
you'll enjoy it.
Go on, then.
Bill thinks his Harley-Davidson's quick, does he? Check what I've got to race him with. has he gone? Flat out in this. Oryx helicopter is going for it. Bloody Harley-Davidson is gone. Now that makes sense. Bill cheated. As usual, Bill jumped the line before we were ready. I think it's time for a rematch. This may change things a little bit. He thinks he has us beaten. I don't think so. We're gonna, none of this standing start quarter mile. We're gonna take a run at it. Flat out by the time we get to the start line. Nothing like a little bit of cheating. Here we go. Now catches now, Billy boy. He's off. Big streaker rubber again. Oh, that is quick. That is very quick. But we won. Yes, indeed. The helicopter wins. I knew we'd get him eventually. I cannot refuse to believe it.
Loser?
I managed to round up helicopter.
You got a bloody helicopter with 1 million horsepower, but it is heavy and V-twin Harley-Davidson. I am.
But did you see we cheated? We took a flying run-up at one point.
I know, and then on the last run, I ran out of air because we did 3 laps quick, and the air shifter tank completely empty, so it was bah, 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 bah. I was going, Matt, I hate him, and you could feel the downdraft, so you're like riding it a bit like, it's brilliant. I mean, look at this, you must pan onto that.
No, we could see you leaving rubber. I have to say, it's incredibly impressive how quick it leaves the line and disappears up the road. Yes. I mean, standing start, destroyed the helicopter, absolutely destroyed it.
Well, I think the only thing is, let's do it the other way around. I'll fly the helicopter and you have a go on that.
There will be a time for another race. I will beat him one day. I have an evil plan. There's nothing worse than a self-congratulatory, fat, sweaty old pom.
Right, I'm standing with the 2 main people that made this fantastic launch at Hudsbrake possible. Stuart Farrell from the UK, you are the director of Harley-Davidson Europe. Why have you come out here to do such a fantastic job with us?
Well, South Africa is now well on the map for us. It's a major market. We've grown just, I think, 4-fold in the last 6 years. So we wanted to do something really special to say, this is a special place.
Thank you very much. You've done an absolutely fantastic job. I think it's one of the most unique and individual launches I've ever been on. It's just superb. And the new model range is just exciting beyond belief, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe how good these new Harley-Davidsons are, to the point where you've actually bought the bike you're sitting on.
This is exactly it. This is the Night Rod Special Edition, which has just come out this year. We've just launched it here. It is an evil twin, and I love it. It gives an attitude change, attitude adjustment when I'm going down on this runway. It is an incredible bike to ride.
And how do you think the marketing is going to go with this bike? I mean, have you sold out with the thing already?
We have pre-sold, unseen, throughout the country already.
Unbelievable. And I think the bikes are just a different league. I mean, they've still kept the Harley-Davidson character, but they're just 21st century machines. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely smooth transmission. The 6-speed gears are superb to ride. Engines are smooth. Handling is fantastic. We're just getting better and better at it every year.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Gill. I must say a big up from the Two Wheels crew. We will see you again. And if you want to pop down to your local Harley shop and see this 2007 range, go and do it. You will be amazed how beautiful these bikes are. See you next time.
Well, we're not actually at war. We're at Classic Cars and Bikes in Kyalami. This is a fantastic shop having a various range of products, including really, really flash sports cars.
TVRs, Morgans, suits you, sir.
This showroom is absolutely packed with a fantastic range of old cars. Look at this. Morgans, MGs, and even the new MZ range from Germany. Quite an interesting range of motorbikes. But we are not here for any of these. We want something with an extra wheel.
Or one less wheel than a Morgan.
Do you know what? You ever seen that cookery show, Two Fat Ladies? They used to drive around in one of these.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I think actually one of them actually ate that much. She exploded and covered her mate's kitchen in. Took weeks to clean it.
You're nearly there.
Where?
Kyalami, you fool. Where do you think we are?
At least you can use your phone. Are you allowed to do that in a sidecar?
I think you are. But more importantly, we have come to Kyalami for the controlled conditions of a high-speed test.
And as you can see, we are speeding along here. Matt's beard is actually blowing apart like a large broom.
It's not quite as fast as you think, is it?
It's not quite anything what you think. It's definitely an alien thing to ride, weaves all over the road, but it's something I really like about it.
It keeps giving me flashbacks, though. Stalingrad, Molotov,
The war!
the war! The war! I need to get out!
Stay down, man.
Air raid! Air raid!
We're a dude! Matt, have you been hit? Have you been hit?
That's all right. I'm not wounded. I'm only dead.
I'm not writing a letter to your wife.
It's a Uralski Saitskarsky. Enjoy, pravda. Nostra's Molotov cocktail. Cheers.
Well, it's a bit dodgy to ride on the road, but I tell you what, when you go off-road, you could conquer a continent.
As you can see, it has very, very, very basic instrumentation. As in none. And a little clock and some lights off a Russian truck.
This is the very first time I've ever been in a sidecar, and I have to say, surprisingly comfortable. Lots of room to stretch your legs. You could spend all day in here. You wouldn't want to, obviously.
See? Can't do that on a normal motorbike, can you? And it pulls from nowhere. 750cc flat twin.
Oh, Matt, you're such a girl. Look, you're screaming again. Stop it.
Well, it may look like we've been taking the mickey just a little bit, but this vehicle is in fact very sturdy, very practical, and Bill, I'm quite impressed. How do you manage to get it up on two wheels?
Well, it's just all in upper body strength, actually. You just lean it over and muscle it through like a Russian gravedigger would, or miner, or something like that. But it is a brilliant machine, eh? I mean, we know it's, well, you know more of the history, actually. Just give us a bit of the history.
A little bit of the history. Well, it's called the Ural. I don't know if you know. Ural is, in fact, a mountain range in Russia. And during the Second World War, they moved all their factories behind this mountainous range to protect them from the advancing Wehrmacht.
Germans.
The Germans, yes, they were intent on destroying it, so that's why it's called the Ural. Makes sense, really. Yeah, and they've been building them ever since, made many, many thousands of them, apparently sell most of them, what, to African armies, I believe.
It is a military-based machine, and you can actually buy it in full camouflage with rocket launcher and everything. I'd love one of those, wouldn't you? But, yeah, well, what happened was the Russians actually nicked the thing off the Germans. They did a quick run into Sweden, nicked 5, and copied this BMW Boxer twin 750cc engine and shaft-drive sidecar, and they never let down. They go around the world, and it obviously made it to Berlin, didn't it?
First thing into Berlin, yeah, was in fact a Ural tourist.
It was.
You're getting a lot of stuff for your money. What is it, 59 grand?
59,000 rand for this much nostalgia, and it's all metal. There is no, where's the plastic? And it comes with a toolkit, a tyre repair kit, a spare. Incidentally, the spare wheel fits all 3 wheels.
So very practical, very handy, a lot of nostalgia, and, well, it's something unusual, and I have to say I really enjoyed it, but please don't put it on 2 wheels again.
Remember, don't stay on 2 wheels.
Well, if you're looking for something completely different, get yourself down to Classic Cars and Bikes Kyalami.
And time for product news with Triple M and Buffalo Bill.
Welcome to the Two Wheels Biking Emporium, all things nice and biking here at our office. Check this, you'll recognise this if you watch the magazine. Long-termers, Fireblade, V-Strom, a couple of new bikes pitched up for a sports tourist test, and better get the new issue for that one. We're going to be testing those very soon. But we do have some new products to show you, so follow me, I'll take you up to the office. expect too much. What is going on?
Well, I'm typing away here at the Two Wheels product page, a page that people love and adore because it's full of new products. This time around we're focusing on summer jackets. As you know, the heat is here, it's very hot, no one wants to wear leather or hot jackets. So we have a fantastic selection this time around of summer jackets, which means fully ventilated, as in the air can pass through them, but they all retain good protection in the armour area, shoulders, arms, back protector, everything. I am wearing a very brightly coloured RS Taiichi jacket from Japan, brought in by Endo Racing. Now these specialise in all forms of leathers and obviously mesh jackets. Superb stuff indeed. Right, now we have two special guests in the office. One is Man in a Bag. He returns from his holiday with his brother, Man in a Box. Man in a Bag is wearing RJ's jacket from DMD. A fantastic made jacket from Australia, would you believe? Full protection, full body armour and a removable lining. Cost is only 1,400 rand. Well worth a look if you're looking for that sort of jacket. Man in a Box, on the other hand, is wearing Alpine Star's latest technology, windproof, weatherproof, vented proof jacket called a T Magnum. Bit pricey, 2,900 rand.
Oh yeah, nice one. Cheers, Bill. Yeah, I have got the last of the summer jackets that we're going to be sticking in the products pages. This comes from IXS. These guys are brought in by TD Agencies. IXS also known for the leathers and full range of winter clothing as well, but sticking with the summer theme, this has actually got a removable inner lining, not wearing it at the moment, obviously it's a bit hot for that. Got the body armour, got the back protector, very, very nice stylish retro design, and for 1,400 rand you can't really go wrong, can you? Box helmets. Now I know that it's not really the most glamorous of names, but it does have a big English name behind it. Oxford, you know those guys? Build loads of luggage, any kind of accessory for your bike really. Well, they've got into clothing and more specifically helmets now, and not a bad effort. A lot of vents, removable lining, very useful chin and nose guard in there that you can't see really clearly. Top quality, and you can't believe it, this retails for under 1,000 rand.
As always, the Two Wheels office looks like a mess, but not as much of a mess as Monte Casino at the moment. We move along to Rupert's Bike Inn, catch up with his shop and see what's going on there.
Well, this looks good now. Good selection of heavy-duty riding pants. So it's tight nylon pants, full body armour. Same as this. I mean, look at the price. 1,200 rand to 595. This one, Endeavour pants, bit more thick, bit more heavy. Endeavour pants 221. I can't believe the price today. So we're getting towards 50% off, aren't we?
Yeah, nice one, Bill. You're absolutely right, but most of those are mesh, aren't they? And, well, I didn't realise apart from textiles that Lookwell do the leather stuff as well. And you, like you say, the price, you just can't get your head around it. I mean, these have got body armour in, venting, all the zips, can be matched to a jacket, and it's half price basically, isn't it? 1,500 rand.
And also they've got some of the top helmet in the world. I mean, Arai, everyone knows the word Arai. Full stock of Arai helmets here as well. I love this new carbon one in particular. That's a bit of a beauty, wouldn't mind that myself.
Well, Rupert, a very social time indeed, thanks for the beers. And you're not hard to find, are you? I mean, you are right opposite Monte Casino. Everyone knows where Monte Casino is. Well, Rupert's is just across the road. So there's no excuse for not finding the place.
So I have to say, Rupert, that was quite an impressive sale you've got going down there. What has happened that you can punt all this stuff out at absolutely ridiculous prices?
What's happened is that we've decided to help Lookwell with a stock clearance to allow them to bring in new stock. Motorcycle rider gear is fashion gear as well, and you have to change and move with the times.
Rupert, it's not just the Lookwell, is it? You've got branded clothing from Kawasaki and stuff. I've seen a lot of fancy bits and pieces. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, Kawasaki started this year bringing in their own branded clothing, and it's not only motorcycle gear, it's some real leisure wear as well. From t-shirts to flip-flops, clocks, watches, pens, all sorts of branded gear.
And Triumph as well,
Which
of
is
course.
and Triumph as well, which makes ideal gifts.
Yeah.
And coming up for Christmas time, those make very good gifts for friends who've got the
So you've got
particular
quite a good store going here, all in all.
Yeah.
It's not just motorbikes.
Well, listen, Rupert, thank you very much for your hospitality. You've seen the bargains that are available here. What more can I say? Bill, what do you reckon? Get yourself down, Vic Coppin, next to Monte Casino. Bargains of a lifetime. We might even see you here, having a drink.
Cheers.
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 Remember as a kid and you used to play with toys and like this Harley Davidson drag bike, and imagine you was actually riding the thing with the whole kit on. Now this is a NHRA Pro Stock Harley Davidson costing millions of rand. I mean, never would I be able to afford to even ride this sort of motorcycle. Or would I?
Malcolm Stewart, the head of Harley Davidson Screaming Eagle in Technical South Africa. We've done a couple of running-in runs already on this incredibly expensive Harley Davidson. I mean, what's the idea behind running in a drag bike? Why would you have to do that?
Well, it's running very high compression ratios, and we've got special fuel, also very tight tolerances, and we really need to get the bike that it's actually running at its optimum. So the braking period statically and then low RPM and low throttle control makes a big difference to the lasting period of this motor.
But what sort of maintenance is involved running a pucker drag bike like this, Malcolm?
If you're running it in a full national, you'll then be pulling the motor down after each meeting and checking the bearings, checking all pumps all right, and just doing all your measurement to see that you're still within the right tolerances to gain the most performance out of this machine, which is running at 170 horsepower on the back wheel.
Well, we're going to up it a bit now, aren't we? We're going to increase the rev limit involving laptops and things like that.
Yeah, we've increased the rev limit now, so we'll be running it up to 8,000 RPM, and then from there you can enjoy yourself at 10,000 RPM at 2 blasts, and then we all set all systems to go.
Well, this is it. The chips are down and I'm back on a drag bike after a 10-year waiting period. Look at that electric start on the V-Rod, which it has to be to run in this particular class. Now, bearing in mind we're on a freezing cold winter's day at West Bank Raceway with no traction whatsoever, but plenty of wheel spin. Quite scary, actually. And to be absolutely honest, if we can get under the 11-second bracket in today's conditions, I think the whole team will be ecstatic. 12.8 running in, not too shabby at all.
Any person can actually come to you and buy this bike, is that right?
That's quite correct. Without a problem, you've got the money, you can buy it.
And for how much?
At the moment now, I'd say we'll give you a bit of change out of $500,000.
That's not a lot of change. I think I'll stick to the model.
No, you're getting a lot of bike for just under $500,000. If you take the technology and everything that's involved in this bike, as you can see, it doesn't really look like a normal V-Rod from just the cosmetic side of it, but believe you me, it is a V-Rod.
On this cold winter's day, we have to try and get some heat into this back tyre. We've already let the pressure down to 10 psi, but still, there is no traction. You really do need sticky rubber down on the launch pad with this type of bike. Plus, I have to get used to the air shifter by changing gear with the left thumb, as you can see there. No footwork necessary at all until you slow down. Well, the time has dropped a small amount, but that's because we launched harder and wheel spun in every gear. Never mind, let's go back. Let's not get our heads down just yet.
Gert LaRue, you are a top man because you are the man behind, well, in charge of this bike, and you've actually let me ride it. Well, thank you very much for the experience. And I just want to know, what is your marketing ploy behind bringing in this sort of bike?
Well, I tell you what we want to do with this is to show the general public that Harley Davidson is serious about marketing the motorcycles in South Africa, and also that we would like to show the drag people that that the Harley can race. Where a lot of our principles are based on our racing experience we had in America from the early 1900s, and we would like to show that the V-Rod destroyer here can run with the big boys. Across the country, and we're going to enter the bike on a few occasions, and hopefully you'll be our rider for it.
Right, we've stopped messing around now. Let's see what 1300 cc's of Harley-Davidson power can actually do. A huge burnout, this time though in second gear. As you can see, the tyre is getting more smoky and more sticky. Lights are down. On the stop, launch hard, but oh no, second, third gear wheel spin again. Not forgetting to keep your eye on this shift light. As you can see, when it flashes, that means you immediately press the shift button. 10,000 RPM is what you get. Sounds absolutely fantastic, this Harley-Davidson V-Rod. The lads look happy. And our aim today was to get in the 10-second bracket with 9 seconds on the cards.
10 seconds on a Harley-Davidson, and with more grit, there's 2 seconds to come off it. Keep watching this channel because we're going to race it one day, and I'm all hyper and excited. I need a beer. Oh, brilliant! Love it!
Oh, that's absolutely superb. Thank you very much. I mean, in America, it dominates NHRA, the V-Rod destroyer that Vance and Hines make, 6 seconds. I mean, we had trouble today with the track, but hopefully when we go to a new track, we'll have more grip.
Absolutely, you must remember that, I mean, today the conditions are cold, you know, there's no grip on the track and you experienced that, but I'm pretty happy to get 202 kilometers and 11.2, you know, on the first run. I mean, we're running the bike in under controlled conditions, so yeah, I'm very pleased with the conditions here today.
Well, I've absolutely fell in love with the bike, and can I take it home? I mean, go on, give us it. It's only £500,000.
I'll tell you, I'll do one bit. I'll give you one of these.
Thanks.